student speaker, Mr. Andres Correa. He graduated today summa cum laude, the highest academic honors. Needless to say, he's been a permanent fixture on the Dean's Honor Roll, as well as an active member of the Campus League of United Latin American Citizens, a member of the Student Government Association, Vice President of the Student Law Society, student ambassador, and an important member of both the UTD moot court team and the roller hockey team. He will graduate today as a member of the Collegium Phi Honors College. He was invited to this campus to be a member of the first class of McDermott Scholars at UTD, in part because of his extraordinary demonstration as a high school student that individuals can have an effect on public policy. As a 17-year-old, his lobbying efforts in Austin began the political process that resulted in the passage of a new law in Texas that provided immigrant children the opportunity to continue their education beyond high school. Representative Fred Hill, his close ally, has referred to this legislation as the Andres Correa Bill. The law has been used as a model in the state of California and is now being considered nationally. While at UTD, Andres spent one summer in Mexico interning at the state of Guanajuato Electoral Institute and another summer in the office of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for his native country of Chile. As a UTD Archer Fellow in Washington, D.C., he spent a semester as a part of the United Nations Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean. During his junior year, he spent a semester backpacking through Central and South America, talking to everyone from political leaders to the residents of remote villages as he tried to better understand social mobility and economic opportunity in the Americas. His notes back to us from his journey were filled with the hope and desperation of people who yearn for peace and justice. In recent weeks, he has received a much-deserved scholarship to study law at the New York University, where he will begin in the fall. Graduates, your classmates, and truly a man of the people, Andres Correa.
Thank you, Dean Coleman, for your kind words. Before I say anything, there is really something I need to do. Mamá, papá, Simón, Camila, Jorgito, Isaías, gracias por todo. Fellow students, today we become graduates of the University of Texas at Dallas. I must admit, I never wanted to come here. It was too close to home, a relatively unknown school, and frankly, the campus just wasn't that pretty. But things changed. While at UTD, as Dean Coleman mentioned, I played on the roller hockey team, and we decided that before every game, when our captain said, "Comet goes," we would all forcefully reply, "Whoosh." Now, at first it was hard. Felt a little bit silly, standing in our bright green and orange uniforms, yelling whoosh. But I'm amazed to tell you that I now savor every moment I get to yell whoosh. I'm proud of this school because it is a school that we have helped build. I hope you're proud too. But there's something I need to tell you today. It's the reason I wanted to address you. Today, we receive a gift that so few people in our world actually receive, an education. Currently, less than 2% of the world's population is in college. The diploma we're about to receive from UT Dallas makes us part of that 2%, and I feel I carry a great responsibility because of it. Our world is in need. A quarter of the world's population, 1.3 billion people, live in severe poverty. Nearly 800 million people are malnourished. Over 6 million children die each and every year from hunger-related causes. Within our own society, access to healthcare, to education is at best unequal, and sometimes beyond the reach of our own children. on this day of celebration, I need you to know that you are needed. As a student of social sciences, I've spent the past 4 years learning about the intricate complexities of our world. My classes describe poverty, hunger, and war as irrefutable truths about the world in which we live. And in this way, much of my education seemed content with describing a pained and suffering world. I submit to you that education must never be content with describing a world. It must incessantly seek to change it.
Yeah.
We will soon hold in our hands a piece of paper from the University of Texas at Dallas that is a testament to our potential to impact our world. Over the past 4 years, we have been taught different ways to think. We have spent countless hours reading and learning about the momentous advances in science and technology. We've been pushed to be creative, to be innovative, and in the process, we've been given the one thing that, according to my father, no one can ever take away: an education. And we must now decide how we will use it. I want to humbly ask something of you. Please do not forget how blessed we are. Please do not forget the immense power that lies within your hands and your minds to build, to create, to innovate in a world that so desperately needs the efforts of the kind and good-hearted to fight for its progress. It is so easy to succumb to the details of our everyday life and to forget our own potential. I volunteered this past year at Thomas Jefferson High School, and just last week the principal called me about a student who, if he could pull up his score on the SAT by 200 points, could receive an athletic scholarship for a university. He asked me if I knew of anyone that could help him. And as I look around the room today, I see hundreds of students that can help. Excuse me for a second. Please do not forget that you can go into your school, you can go into your church, into your city hall, into your capital, and find a way, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, to contribute. And remember one more thing, that as we take on the challenges of our era, the younger generations are watching us. What are we going to show them? What are we going to teach them? What kind of world do we want them to live in and fight for? We do not stand helpless before the ills of our world. As we set on our path today, please do not forget that UT Dallas has given you the most powerful tool anyone can receive. A tool so actually few receive. So few actually do receive. An education. Frederick Douglass once said that without struggle, there is no progress. Power concedes nothing without a demand. Well, I invite you today to make that demand. I invite you to join a struggle to make our world more just, to extend opportunity to all who seek it, where education is not the privilege of some, but a choice for all. Thank you, and congratulations today. Pleasure to introduce to you the 2004-2005 Student Government Association President, Ms. Laura Ricchetti, for a special presentation.